Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce my group. And first, my name is Risha Klimasyarul and my partner is Nur Fadila and Ricky Afiansya. Today we will explain about Norway. Let's get started.
Let's talk about geography. Norway is directly bordered by the North Sea to the southwest and the Skagerrak Island to the south, the Norwegian Sea to the west, and the Barents Sea to the northeast. To the east, Norway is directly bordered by Sweden, Finland, and Russia, with Oslo as their capital. It is a country with the most mountains in Europe, makes some areas unable to be exposed to sunlight, like Ryukyu, who is not exposed to sunlight for up to 6 months. They built a large mirror to illuminate him. Speaking of areas that are not exposed to sunlight, did you know that Norway is a country that experienced day and night for a long time? Because of its position, which is too north and north, this country can experience daylight all day. And by the way, this Svalbard Island is the brightest and the darkest place on the earth. Because of its location, it is right in the Arctic Circle, making this place experience 110 days without sunshine and 90 days without night. It's also illegal to die on Svalbard because the cold air makes the body unable to decompose, so the body of the dead are moved to the mainland for burial. There is also a global seed storage with more than 1 million more specimens built in next to the mountain, in case apocalypse that make all plain day out on Earth. Apart from being a mountainous place in Europe, Norway is a country surrounded by many fjords, with Sogne Fjord being the largest and the deepest fjord, which extends 200 km inland, which makes traveling on land sometimes very impossible, so you'll see a lot of ferries and ships on the coastline. And like some of their neighbors, they have a free roaming law that makes them free to camp out in nature as long as it's not on private property.
Next to top 8 places to visit in Norway. First, Senja Island is located in northern Norway above the Arctic Circle and it is Norway's second largest island. There is a unique phenomenon and not all Earths have the phenomenon, namely the aurora. It's something that everyone really dreams of being able to see the aurora. It's no wonder that many people really want to visit this place. If someone wants to see the aurora in this place, they have to climb Mount Segla to get a better view. On the island of Senja, there is also a sea that is extraordinarily beautiful, namely Tongan Ises. Second, Keflavika Beach. If you want to go to this beach, you have to walk and it is a quiet fort, but it's really worth it because the scenery is very charming. Keflavika Beach reminds the Swiss Ocean that looks like the Caribbean surrounded by green grass. Third, Fjord. A must-visit place in Norway besides Senja Island and Keflavika Beach is the Fjord, the highest wall in Europe. The height of this wall is 1,600 feet. If you want to come here, you have to drive about 2 hours south. Fourth, Lovatnet. The water from this lake has a color that attracts our attention. In addition, the lake is surrounded by huge mountains that are extraordinarily beautiful. It turns out that in 1905, this lake had a big tragedy. Large rocks that come from the mountain fall into the lake and this made wave from this lake destroy a small village around Lake Lovatnet. Fifth, Toltanga. One of the most popular places in Norway. This place is a rock formation that has a height of about 1,100 meters. This cliff is very difficult to pass and the time that must be taken to get to this place is 8 to 12 hours. 6. Leisberen. If you want to go to this village, you have to skip the most extreme routes because the routes are winding. Although the journey is very challenging, the scenery there is very charming. Travel to this village takes 6 hours drive from Oslo. 7. Pulpit Rock. Beside Trolltunga in Norway there is also Pulpit Rock, which covers natural beauty. This cliff is located in a fjord built on a pulpit rock. If you want to go to this cliff, you have to park your vehicle and walk 6 kilometers. This place is very suitable to see the sunrise. And the last place is Svalbard. The Svalbard Islands are located in the Arctic Ocean, halfway between Norway and the North Pole. The rules on this island are quite flexible because everyone can move and work in Svalbard. However, there are things that make someone to work there is that it is very cold there, and there are still many polar bears, so everyone must always carry a weapon to protect themselves from polar bear attacks.
Next to Nur Fadila.
Facts about Norway. Number 1. One of the most peaceful countries on earth. According to the 2013 Norwegian Global Peace Index, Norway is ranked 18 out of 163 most peaceful countries in the world. The absence of war and violence that occurred made the lives of the people of Norway run happily. Number 2. Population. Approximately 5.4 million people live in Norway, which is a smaller number than the city of London. And the advantage of Norwegian citizens is that they have more land to build a place or house on, which means every 15 people get square per kilometer. Number 3. Norwegian language. People who usually speak English spell the word Norwegian is Norway, but the local language pronounces it Norch or Nor-ek. Norwegian has 2 different languages, namely Bokmål and Orsk. 80 and 90% of Norwegians speak Bokmål. Number 4. Oil is very expensive. Oil is very expensive in Norway, even if they produce or export it. You would think that oil is cheap there because it is widely available, but that is wrong because Norway is the most expensive oil supply country in the world. The price of a gallon of gasoline is $7.82, 3 times the price in the US. Number 5. Maintenance of Norway. More than 2/3 of Norway's territory is mountainous. More than 300 mountain peaks as high as 2,000 meters scattered across Norway. Number 6. The sun never rises and sets. During the winter in northern Norway, the sun never rises, but there they have a polar night, while in summer, the sun never sets. Number 7. The highest waterfall. The 6th highest waterfall in the world and the highest in Europe is the Fosen waterfall, which has a height of 860 meters in Norway. Number 8. Passionate reader. Norwegians spend a lot of time reading books compared to other countries. Number 9. The original Vikings. Do you know? The original Vikings came from Norway. From the late 8th and late 11th centuries, the Vikings raided pirates and traded them. They don't live in Europe, and they don't have towns to live in.
That's all from my group. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.